for this, we have three kind of forms. We have our interactivity here. We have this ripple object here. Okay, ripple. We have the interactive object going on here, right? And we want to add foam, and we have also our water, okay, happening here. Okay, so let's increase this volume, the density of this volume. So I want to see a little bit darker water. Okay, so now that's what we have. So if you go down here, you have foam. Okay, you turn it on, nothing happen. Okay, inside that you have choppiness foam, ripples foam, and interactive foam. Okay, so let me explain you how those works. Okay, first, choppiness foam, right? If you choose choppiness foam, you will start to see some foam going on the choppiness. Okay, as you know before, the choppiness is this part here. Or let me just get here. Something like this. You see, the choppiness is this part that is more voronoi of your mesh. Okay, and then you see that you will start to see some foam going on here on the choppiness. Okay, you can go here, and then as you did before, the corpse. As you did before, you can choose preview, so you can preview the choppiness on your phone, and you can go here to your workbench and see better, and you can crank up the scale of it and the intensity of it, okay, and see how the animation is going on. Okay, just be careful and don't stress too much for, because it's not the most realistic uh, form, right? But that can add some extra detail to your water. Okay, as you can see here, right, going on here, here. Okay, just here, just be careful with it and use it with careful. Okay, so let's remove that for now. And also you have opacity in general. Opacity in general, it basically controls the opacity of the entire phone system. Sharpness, ripples, and interactive. Okay, very self-explanatory. So, and then you have your ripples form as well. Okay, you can tune your ripples form, and now you have form on your ripples. Now you can preview that the same way. You do this here, okay, and you can play around with the intensity of it. Okay, if it's too intense, you can check it out like this, right, and see how it is. Okay, you can also be careful with this and use with care. Okay, maybe do not use that much intensity, right, because it's not the most realistic form, and that's it. That's the ripples, the form on the ripples. Okay, but it helps. You see, it helps to bring some more details to your ripples depending on what you want. Okay, so let's see now the interactive form. Okay, if you turn it on, interactive form shader, and then you have this big form, which is the form of the interactive. Okay, you can do the same thing and preview it here. You preview the same way. Okay, the same way you preview that, you preview it. Right. Let me remove the volume so you can see more. Okay, that's how you can see that, and you can tweak the scale of it, right, and the distance from the main object. You see, you can change the distance so that it doesn't go that far, and the opacity. Okay, that's how you can tweak the form here. Okay, remove the preview, go to cycles again, and then you have it right here, right? That's your form. Okay, and that depends completely on your interactive settings. Okay, depending on your interactive settings, you will have more or less font going on. Okay, and you also can add at least on the interactive form particles form. If you add a particles form, you see now you have particles going on. Okay, and in these particles, it helps to enhance the visuals of your form in general. Okay, so particles are being casted here, right? And that helps. Okay, you can also go to your particles and move the particles near to the object up, and then that's create a feeling of there's you know something going on top of the front end of your object or bolt. Sometimes that's cool. Okay, that can create a nice look. Okay, and you can control the density of the form. You can actually adjust. You can add 2000 depending on what you want. Okay, 500 is a good way. You can control the particle size as well, and you can control the particles distance as well from the object. You may not want the form to go that far from the object. It's completely up to you. And then it will blend with the shader form and it will be nice on animation. So yeah, that's the form. Basically, if you remove it here, you will remove it from everywhere. Okay, and that's it. I see you in the next video.